NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Superdome here in downtown New Orleans. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue the Super Wildcard weekend here on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And different running back, same result as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Fielded just inside the 30. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing to start the drive. Knapp. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield. Inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Gets around him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another 1st down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title. So they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Knapp This one taken in by Olave. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
With his height, that's exactly where you want to put it for him. But even that throw was a little tall to connect for the touchdown.
Out now is the field goal unit for New Orleans. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won in 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Out of the gun now on third down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
They'll try and throw for it here. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running out of the gun with ETN. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Knapp. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. There's a short one caught by Johnson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be second down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Second and 9 now. Again, it's Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Hands it off out of the gun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. And they'll come up second and 7. They'll set up a throw. That's caught downfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
10-0 the score after one on EA's Giant Football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it second down and 12. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. They'll drop to throw. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Now Etienne to start the drive, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Etienne once more. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down. Now, and that will be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's a giant first down on a gain of 16.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack. 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints are going to take over here up near the 40. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 3rd and 19. Operating from the gun. Knapp. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They'll look to throw. quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Shedding the tackle, that gives him some room. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Oh, look at the juke. And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to throw here. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Touchdown! A great play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Here's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And in a situation like this, you're in the second half with the lead, trying to get to the division round. They're going to let him do his thing on the ground, and that's a great run there to pick up a first down.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. ETN up the middle. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Here's 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Knapp. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Looking to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Back to throw. Knapp. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the 1st down.
And he's got his man on the out route. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of throws like this on Saturdays in South Penn last year. This one results in a 1st down here. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to ETN. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, ETN once more. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 23. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Knapp. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. That's about as exciting of a one-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Forced out to his left. Pushing through the contact. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. 1 quarter remains in this NFC Wildcard matchup. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Operating from the gun. Knapp. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Saints will have the football back. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Knapp. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the one. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Etienne. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that could come back and get you.
Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a third and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Travis Etienne taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knapp. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A handoff for Etienne. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. And they'll run with Etienne. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now, we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down. Now back to throw. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Remember, John, our defensive coach always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. And they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete, and all the way down to the 26. And the Saints season will march on as we say